Lesson 16 is all about exponents, and the first type of problems we need to do involve evaluating the following exponential expressions. Evaluate just means to simplify or find the answer to what we're given. Now, a is equal to, or a is 4 squared, and we have to find out what that's equal to. Now, 4 squared, notice the square, the 2, is up high. Okay, it's called a superscript. And what it means is that we have 4 twice. So we're going to say 4 times 4. And we know 4 times 4 is equal to 16. So 4 squared, or 4 to the second power, must be equal to 16. And we have our answer. So for problem B, we have 3 to the 4th power. If we have 3 to the 4th power, what that means is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. We've got 3 multiplied by itself 4 times. So let's break this into two parts. We know 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. And we know what 9 times 9 is. 9 times 9, that's 81. So 3 to the 4th power, that must be equal to 81. And we've got our answer. Let's go ahead and look at our next examples today. We want to write 7056 as a product of prime numbers using exponents. So in order to do this, if we're going to write something as a product of prime numbers, we need to use a factor tree. Let's go ahead and get started. 7056. Now, we can see that that's an even number, so we're going to cut it in half. We're going to multiply by 2. That's going to be our first prime number. Well, half of 7056. Let's see what we get. 7056 is our dividend, 2 is our divisor, 2 is going to go into 7 3 times, we get 6. We've got 1 left over when we subtract, and we bring down the 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times, we get 10, we subtract, we have nothing left over. We bring down our 5. 2 goes into 5 2 times, we get 4. Subtract, we have 1, and we bring down our 6. 2 goes into 16, 8 times. Very good. We have no remainder. So 2 times 3,528 is the same as 7,056. Now we have to break down the 3,528. That's even, so let's cut it in half again. Half of 3,528. In these problems, we frequently have to show a lot of work on the side to make sure we're getting the right answer. 3,528 divided by 2. Well, I know 2 goes into 3 one time. We get 2. When we subtract, we have 1 left over, and we bring down our 5. 2 goes into 15 7 times. We have 14. We subtract, we have 1 left over, and we bring down our 2. 2 goes into 12 6 times. We have 12. With nothing left over, we bring down our 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. We have 8 with no remainder. Alright, we have 1,764. We're getting closer. We are making progress. Now we have to break down 1,764. Again, that's even, so let's divide it by 2. Let's cut it in half. We cut it in half, or we're going to have a 2. And we've got to figure out what's half of 1,764. Let's go through the math. 2 goes into 17 8 times. We get 16. Subtract, we have 1 left over, and we bring down our 6. 2 goes into 16 8 more times. We have 16. Nothing left over. We bring down our 4. 2 goes into 4 2 times. We have 4 with nothing left over. We get 882. Alright, now we're to a point where we can use mental math with a lot of these problems. We're going to cut 882 in half because it is divisible by 2. It's an even number. Half of 882 must be 441 because we just cut each of these numbers in half. 441. If we look at that, well, 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 more is 9. 9 is divisible by 9, so let's break this down by 9. We're going to erase a little bit of our work so we have more room on the page. 441 divided by 9. Well, 9 goes into 44 4 times. We get 36 with 8 left over. Bring down the 1. 9 goes into 81 9 times. We've got 81, and we're all done. So we get 49 times 9. Perfect. 9 must be 3 times 3. And 49 must be 7 times 7. Good work here. We're all done with this one because we've got all of our prime numbers. We've got 2 and 2 and 2 more 2's, followed by 2 3's and 2 7's. So remember, when we write out our answer to this, what we want to say is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7 times 7. But before you box this, remember the question said using exponents for our answer. So what we want to say is 2 to the 4th power, because we have 4 of them, times 3 squared, because we have 2 of them, times 7 squared, or to the 2nd power, because we have 2 of them. It's easier to read our answer like this. Just looks a little bit smaller, and it is. So we'll box it, and we finished off this example. We'll continue this more with our lesson practice on page 59. Make sure you've got your notes completed, and have a nice afternoon.